4-0. That's the run we've been on in the WNBA. Today, it's July 8th on Tuesday. As always, I hop on PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy and give you guys my two best bets on this WNBA slate. We have not missed a pick over our last two videos, and I have found two bets I absolutely love in this slate as well. Before we go over that, first, go down there, hit a like on the video. Only takes one click. Really do appreciate all the likes. It does help push this video out to the algorithm. And while you're down there, go and subscribe. Like I said, we make our two best bets every single day in the WNBA, hitting close to 60% of our picks on the videos. We go on runs like this all season long. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you are subscribed. But where we mainly cash you boys out, as I always tell you, is the VIP. So on the VIP, I have a free VIP where I give you guys one extra bet every single day. And then I have a full paid VIP, 3 extra bets every single day. Every so often, a couple times a week, I send like a little parlay in there, extra juice on there, hitting close to 70% of our bets in the WNBA. How you get this? It's linked in the description. Every single person at least should be on the free VIP. One extra bet that hits at a close to a 70% rate. The bet for yesterday, I don't fully know what's happening because the game's still going on. But the bet 2 days ago, Erica Wheeler under 3.5 assists. That was my one play for the free subscribers. But to the paying people, 3 extra bets every single day. If you're hitting 70% of your bets, you are making so much money on Underdog and PrizePicks. It'll be the top link in the description. I highly recommend every single person get on here. We opened this to our TikTok and it exploded. We have so many new members joining constantly. Join right now while I'm still giving away this free pick. And when you guys get the free pick, you may as well upgrade to the full VIP. I've slashed the prices by over 80%. You will not find picks for this cheap that hit at this high of a rate anywhere else on YouTube. It'll pay for itself in 1 or 2 days. Then the rest of the week or the rest of the month will be straight profit. Hopping on PrizePicks. Officially pick number 1. Before I get into it, I want to show you something. Firstly, my favorite pick is going to be A'ja Wilson's under. It's at 23 on PrizePicks, but you might notice something. Go over to Underdog Fantasy, and you'll find this line is actually 23.5. This is the very reason I tell you guys, every video I go on here, I find the value on Underdog and PrizePicks. Sometimes PrizePicks is better. Sometimes Underdog's better. For this A'ja Wilson prop, Underdog is better. That's why you have to be on both of PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy. If you're not on both, you're not going to be as profitable because you can find these line discrepancies. You can really make much more, maximize your profit if you're on both of these apps. Use code BROS for both because firstly, we've set it up with them. They'll both give you free money if you are a first-time depositor. PrizePicks is deposit match. Anything $10 or more with code BROS, they'll give you a free $50 to play with. Underdog, a little bit different. They will double your first deposit up to $1,000. That is literally just free money to play with. And then with that free money, you can get these free squares, which I'll talk about later, and you can line shop. Like I showed you guys, A'ja Wilson, I really do think there is value on her under. If I scroll down to here, 23 points. You can look over her last 5 games. She has been under this in 3, over this in 2. In those 2 games, it was pretty high scoring, but I like this under 23.5 because she has a tough matchup. One of my favorite tools to use, WNBA defense against position, shows the best and worst matchups in the WNBA against every position. Go over to centers and run it. You can see the New York Liberty give up the 5th least amount of points in the WNBA to centers. And A'ja Wilson, a lot of the time, has played New York, and she's actually been under. As you know, this line is 23.5. She started off the season against New York. She exploded. 31 points. Absolutely big game. That's why probably we're getting this at 23.5 and not 20.5, 21.5. Well, let's go back to last year and see when she was playing the most minutes, when she was the biggest star on the show, she played them in the playoffs. 19, 24, 21. Was under this in 3 of 4 games, and the only time she went over, it was barely on the hook. I like this value because you guys don't know. NBA players, their props are always pretty sharp. There was a very real chance A'ja Wilson goes out there and lands right on 23. I expect her to go lower, but she could land right on 23. If I'm on Underdog, I could have a parlay that has this in here and win hundreds of dollars because I played it on the right app. But if you're on PrizePicks and you play this and she lands right on 23, you could be losing hundreds of dollars. It's highly important to get on both these for that free money. The free picks are like PrizePicks will randomly have like Caitlin Clark free props, like Asia Wilson free props. These are just free picks to help you boost up your money. They're obviously going to hit. And Underdog has a free pick for every new user. I set this up with them. So if you're a new depositor, use code BROS. Not only will you get that deposit match, you'll also get the free pick at the top of your pick'em page. This way, your first pick is a free winner. You can start it off building up your bankroll even more. And then this line shopping is super important because I've had tons of examples where I've played this on the wrong app. The other app had a different line discrepancy. It lands right on the hook and I lose that bet. I really feel more comfortable with Asia Wilson under 23.5 points. Officially, pick number 2 is going to be a line where it is similar on both apps. I actually like Angel Reese and also an under 28.5 points plus rebounds. If you know anything about Angel Reese, she has actually been on a tear in the WNBA, crushing this line consistently. Will go less. Look at her last 5 games. You'll see she's hit in 5 straight. 33, 40, 35, 29. But the reason she's doing this is because her rebound numbers have been insane. Look at this. 17, 16, 18, 17, 19. Crushing this line heavily. Unrealistic lines. These are kind of outlier games, and I'll show you guys why. Go over to Angel Reese, and you'll see on the season only 12.8 rebounds per game. Just because she's been crushing this line doesn't mean necessarily that's gonna continue. I'll go over to matchups and show you guys what it looks like for forwards. Go over to run it against forwards and go over to opposing rebounds. You will see she plays Washington, 4th least amount of rebounds in the WNBA to forwards. Go over to points. 4th least amount of points in the WNBA to forwards. You can go to Angel Reese and see her games logs. Look in 2025. When she played Washington, she went out here, got 27 points, or 17 points, which is why I like taking the points plus rebounds. If you just play the points, this points line is at 14.5. Say you take that lower, she went out here and got 17. That's the under. But add up her points and rebounds, only 27. That's under 28.5. That's first one. That's an absolute cash. The only time she played Washington this year was that game. Go back to 2024 and you will see. Against Washington, 7 points, 14 rebounds, 21 points plus rebounds. But look at the rebounds. It's at 14. Say instead you go over here and take her under 14 rebounds, which is right here. It would not have cashed in this game, but adding it up, it does cash. That's 2-0. 2 straight games against Washington where she has been under. Go over to the game before, right here, 10 and 14, 24 points plus rebounds. But like I said, if you just take the rebounds, she hits on the hook here. The value is on points plus rebounds. Washington again, 16 and 11. That's 27 under the points and rebounds, but it actually is over her points line. Sometimes she's going to hit her rebounds. Sometimes she's going to hit her points. But in her 4 career games, she has been under her points plus rebounds in all 4 of those games. This line is heavily inflated because she's been doing so good. Washington's a tough matchup. Another thing, if you look at, is Angel Reese's field goal percentage on the season is only, I'll scroll down here and show you, is only right here, 40.9%. But look at these games, 43, 52, 43, 50, 27, 100, 54. She has been over her average in like 7 of her last 8 games. Go to earlier in the season, 30, 33, 33, 45, 0, 35. She is due for some regression. She's been shooting well, but that's going to go down. This is a tough matchup. I really love fading Angel Reese, and I really love fading Asia Wilson as well. These are my 2 official best bets. Let's continue cashing in the WNBA, a 4-0 run. The free VIP, the paid VIP is linked in the description. We're going to keep cashing on there as always. You'd be crazy not to join. We're on such a hot streak right now. Sign up for both Underdog and PrizePicks for that free money, the free prop, and to be able to line shop code BROS, BROS, for all of that free stuff. Thank you boys for watching. Let's go 2-0. Let's continue this win streak, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.